2 Indians, 2 Chinese, and 1 somebody from Nigeria. I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Do you personally dislike homosexuals?
Of course, they are disgusting.
Anyways, hello. Yeah, sorry I was gone. Dude, so if I go live early, I'm gonna get pulled away. If I don't, I'm gonna be tired and late. There really is no winning. There really is not any winning. It's either be tired or have my stream ruined. So. I'll just take the exhaustion. I think I like that more. It's annoying when I get bothered when I'm trying to stream, but it's fine. Oh yeah, speaking of the N-word, we have a new one. So hi everyone. We have a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas? Damn, Nicholas, okay.
See, you inspired your
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas? Damn, Nicholas, okay.
See, you inspired your friend to be the best version of him.
There's no way he didn't say it, no?
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas? Damn, Nicholas, okay.
See, you inspired your friend to be the best version of himself.
Good for you. That was great.
You just call me the N-word?
Yes, I did. Go ahead, Finn.
Classic chance.
No problem.
Jesus.
Oh,
Can you imagine after just a hard rep, just saying it
So,
smile on your face.
in a positive way?
someone chat goes, so he is blacker.
It sounds so
Oh,
clear. I guess he's saying, damn Nick, that's okay.
Nicholas? Damn, Nicholas, okay.
See, you inspired your
Damn Nick, well, it's okay.
Nicholas? Damn, Nicholas, okay.
See, you inspired
I
your
don't
friend to
know,
be the best
dude.
version of himself.
Good for you. That was
Oh, Nicholas?
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas? Damn, Nicholas, okay.
Dude. That is not a Nicholas. Wait, what? Not a Nicholas, like a Nick G.
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas? Damn, Nicholas, okay.
See, you inspired your friend to be the best version of
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
That was great.
You just call me the N-word?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. At least he's honest. 10 signs you're trans. Let's see.
Number 6, you play Dead by Daylight. This game
True.
is literally a trans simulator. The
True.
feminine side of you trying to escape from your evil manly side. Also, you have a thing for feeling threatened by big scary men. You watch the weird cutscenes where you get picked up and manhandled with your hand over your face, but you peep out from behind, secretly getting aroused at the idea that a man could one day do that to you. You also enjoy teamwork, which is super gay, dude. You should try to be like the popular guy who everyone
Me
invites
too.
to things, but you never show up, but you still get invited because you're cool. Number 6, you play Dead by Daylight. This game is
Brother, honestly, this is pretty tame for them. Yeah, this is pretty tame. I've seen worse. What if you play killer? I hate to break it to you. That might make you more transgender. Yeah. Considering how things have been, yeah. Also, this is cute. Very cute.
Senpai 好きです。
農具の好きがどうかしたのか？
私と付き合ってください。
おお、どこへ行くんだ？
セックスしましょう。
俺はサックスよりトランペットがいいな。
即ハメオッケー。
カメなのかオケなのかどっちなんだ？
ちょっと苦しいですね。
お前こそそんな告白がどこにある？
Sex.
だったら
Wait,
綺麗に
sex?
月が綺麗ですね。
そうだな。
あれ？今のは夏目漱石が I love you
知っ
を。
ている。理解した上であえてすっとぼけたんだ。
そんな先輩に I love you。
ああ、アラブがどうしたって。
What about
おい
Arrow?
そろそろ飽きてきたからやめていいか。
じゃあお酒飲ませてください。先輩好きです。
Yeah, dude. If you're a survivor who had some friends with your transgender score, yeah, it makes sense if you were like the freaky one killing everyone, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of adds up more. Nice art.
bed. Did she stop when you said no?
Yeah, but you would constantly keep doing it.
Ah! This world is broken. Sorry. Maybe I am on the incel side. Maybe they were right. I hate incels, but maybe
I think incels are right,
These people
dude.
are insane. You're
Dude.
dating someone you make.
Dude. At this point, everyone is a rapist. Asking is rape now.
Make a move. She said.
Asking, looking, existing, thinking about it, like everything's rape.
Says no. You stop, and you're a. Apparently, what?
If you stop, you're a rapist.
Well, anyway, so she flipped the script.
If you stop, you're a racist.
Well, anyway, so she flipped the script and said I was the one doing that, and then my mom believed her.
Who even cares who's asking who for sex with?
Well, I mean, at that point, then that means you don't stop then, no?
How does he get her? Like, he's so ugly. No. He actually mogs me. This man
True.
Wake up, open his eyes, and he's ready to go out, okay? I
True.
need to take like at least 2 hours, hair, makeup.
No, true, dude, yeah, dude. But this is why men are more attractive. This is why I say it, because men just, like, men are always in attractive mode.
Everything.
You guys are always attractive. Like, women, like, how often do you know a man looks vastly different from him going out to him in bed, to him waking up to him on, like, a off day? Women on all these days can look insanely different. Men look the same, basically, through all of it. Why is it so lucky? Dude, he's even fucking the bunny. Even the animals want to fuck him. He's just too lucky. Oh, this is nice too. She's so cute.
I don't need to say more.
Fatty
Okay,
talking
like
shit, bro.
literally fat people's opinion don't matter, so.
True.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know who that is. Literally never seen him.
He's
in
just
my
some fat
life.
retard.
Yeah, the crazy thing is people, I don't know. I mean, okay, like he talks about not showering a lot, like.
Yeah.
His opinion doesn't matter. That's really something special, man. That is. That's crazy, isn't it? Wow.
She's such a chud. Let's see, here we go.
Like, how did this happen? He looks like shit, right? He probably gets no fucking pussy. Asmongold, whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't know, man. There's clout. He's got clout.
Do girls suck his disgusting?
I
mean,
have no idea, but I don't.
Is that what he even likes? What does he do with his fucking?
Today we remember George Floyd.
They're so mad. They're literally so mad.
Why is he weighing in? He's some fucking idiot. What did he stream?
Because Elon boosted the fuck out of this shit.
But what did he stream? How did he get famous? Fucking
World of
Minecraft?
Warcraft.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh
The
my
fucking World of
God.
Warcraft guy?
Yeah.
People listen to that fucking guy, kid.
Dude, holy fucking shit, dude. It just cuts out a son and just has a fatty. Yeah, no, this is just some fat retard. Like, who even is this guy?
Like,
Who
are you
is
serious?
this
You're
guy? Dude.
the one to talk.
Yeah, no, true. Like, I would fuck Osmond over this guy any day.
I don't think I need to say more. I don't need to say more.
Yeah, can't believe everyone ignores he's 6'3". Okay, yeah, that's true. But also, Asmund just doesn't look bad though. Like, Asmund is. Do you know who he is? Asmund is the man who suffered from success, and so instead of gloating, like gloating, and flaunting his success, he has decided to nerf himself. So he surrounded himself by garbage and filth and trash, and didn't shower and didn't get a haircut. But just because you put a diamond in dirt doesn't mean it's not a diamond. It's just a dirty diamond.
Okay, like literally fat people's opinion don't matter, so.
True. He's a millionaire.
This is
Okay, true, that too.
absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I'll be nice now. No more commentary. I don't even know who that is.
Is this a
Literally never seen him
random?
in my life. Yeah, the crazy thing is people.
No, because I
don't
don't
know. I mean, okay.
listen, it's fine. I don't mind being like number 4, like 4 or 5, dude.
Okay, like he talks about not showering a lot. Like people have this crazy assumption that he smells like absolute shit. I've smelled.
I mean, I assume asthma maybe just smells old.
Way worse from people that actually shower.
No, yeah, exactly. Like it's just an old smell.
Like he genuinely doesn't smell like anything. Like maybe he smells old, like because it just smells like an old house.
His house is
like,
old. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like he lives in an old house, so he's gonna smell old.
It's not like he really doesn't smell like anything. I don't know.
Advantage of not being black or Indian. Dude, yeah, I walked past some of those people in the store, and like you walk past them, and behind them is just a wall of filth. There's a wall of filth behind them, and it is vile. If you walk past Asvin, you wouldn't smell anything. Maybe you would smell attic. Not a bad smell, but not how you want a human to smell it. You know what I mean? That's alright. I'm kind of regretting not pulling her more and more. She's fucking sexy. But, oh well. I'll just be a fucking loser and just have nothing. They tried to cancel her for this.
What the pointing meme is going by. Oh god. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, people went crazy about this.
Just for context, now she's getting cancelled after her comments on trans people in women's sports.
You say she's a mag Barbie. Wait. What? I get a lot of negative feedback from me about me hating trans. I think I'm here to extend love, but I also think that love is truth and being honest, and I want to protect young girls in a locker room who shouldn't have to go against biological men. Fucking based. Oh, this is her trans comments. Here we go.
I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense.
Yeah, it's obvious.
It
is common
I
sense.
think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children.
Do you see your advocacy on that, like, taking any form going forward?
You know, I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I do have beliefs. I have morals.
Yeah, you don't.
It's common sense. You don't have to be involved in politics to know that men and women's sports in locker rooms is bad.
You don't have to be a fucking politician to understand a dude that says that he's a girl doesn't magically become a girl. Like, it's just not how it works.
When it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, that's why you have Title IX. That's why you have some of the
That's the women's sports thing.
in women's sports. If Title IX and women's sports weren't protected, then you wouldn't hear about any type of women in sport.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That is why women have protected brackets for men. It's biological.
And so
that's right.
Do you think, I guess along the line like that, it goes against perhaps, some people might say, hey, for the trans community, this could be something that could come back on us or be targeted against us. Like, how do you, I guess, view?
Well, yeah.
100% your fault. Anytime they say that, it is self-inflicted. You decided to start a movement based off of insanity and schizoid, fucking disgusting, pedophilic ass, like, grooming behaviors and stuff. You're the one who decided to, like, shatter societal norms. You're the one who decided to tear down the walls and endanger women and children. So yes, when it's denounced, it will hurt you. That's what happens when you uplift these things.
I mean, it is kind of targeted on you because it's about trans people competing. Like, yeah, duh. So like
Yeah.
this whole thing where like you can't criticize any bad action of the trans community because everybody has to be okay with what anything like that they're doing. When the trans community does advocate and push for things that are really stupid, like for example, biological men competing in biological women's sports, like it's just really stupid to push for that. Yeah,
Exactly.
the trans community is going to get a lot of negative feedback
Yeah, so don't do that, and you won't.
for that. They are.
You know, like I said, I extend love, but I'm also there to love biological women, and I think that there are rights that need to be protected. And like I said, I'm going to stand true to that. I'll never falter in my beliefs in that, but I have never once said I hated the trans community.
Oh, you don't want us to play against biological women and dress out in a woman's locker room? I guess you must hate trans people. What do you want us to die? Jesus Christ, this emotional bullshit.
How do you, I guess, navigate a climate where whatever you say, people are going to say, well, this means you're automatically in this box or this label or that label?
You just completely ignore it. Yeah, just ignore it. It's like, oh, am I transphobic for saying that? Okay, then sure.
Politically, morally, whatever.
Yeah, I really don't care. I know that sounds bad, and I'm not
Good.
trying to come off like that.
No, exactly, don't.
But I do think, you know, everyone always is coming at it as a negative.
Fucking based. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Because I know whatever I say, I'm going to get hate and I'm going to get love.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to live by the love, I'm going to die by the hate. And that's just not who I am. I beat to my own drum. That's just what...
Hoes mad. It's a fact of
hoes
life.
mad.
I think that overwhelmingly, you're going to see this happen a lot more. I think that the forced compliance to the trans...
Yeah, honestly, this is good, because 2023, 2022, you cannot say this at all.
Trans ideology is going to backfire really, really badly. And the reason why is because trans people, I think, and the LGBT community has dramatically overplayed their hand. People fundamentally don't like being told what to do.
They have decided to essentially shatter the public, public every day-to-day life. They've took it and tarnished it, so...
by people who they're not accountable to, and even by people who they are accountable to by the government, right?
No, he's gonna be taken away.
I don't feel bad for them either. Like, if this causes distress to them or misery or agony, good. Good. It shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't be, and you shouldn't feel good for trying to destroy, the safeties of women and children. You know what I mean? So, if you're trying to do that and your life is miserable and we're making it harder for you, good. That's the point.
Yeah, and I wonder why you wouldn't want these people in a women's bathroom. It's a big fucking mystery. Nobody knows why.
No idea. Also, hi. Yeah. Insane. Totally normal. Yeah. The base woman. Hi, pepperoni. She's watching the episode I just watched, right? She is watching it. The Hotel Hell one, she's watching it right now.
The world's highest waterfall.
Venezuela. Venezuela.
What the fuck? Venezuela?
Okay. Yeah. What scientific theory describes the process of continental drift?
Pangea?
Plate tectonics.
Yeah, it's tectonic. I didn't know. Yeah, it was tectonics, but I didn't know the answer.
What is the transparent covering of the front part of the eye?
Cornea.
Yes. Ay caramba.
Ay caramba.
What cancer treatment is injected into the veins and can cause hair to fall out?
Chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy.
What kind of doctor is specialized in the heart and circulatory system?
Respiratory doctor?
No.
Cardiovascular.
What?
Pulmonology?
No. Heart and circulatory.
Am I stupid? I literally know this.
System.
Oh, cardiologist.
Yes.
Yeah, cardiologist. Yeah, I fucking said it. I'm retarded. I literally said it.
Oh, missed it.
What is defined as exactly negative 273.13 degrees Celsius?
Absolute zero.
Zero,
Yes.
zero, absolute zero.
Ball knowledge, ball knowledge. Good one.
What term refers to a triangle with exactly 2 equal sides?
Isosceles.
Isosceles.
Engineer versus engineer. What major river flows through London?
Thames.
I don't fucking know.
The quiz bowler.
It's like super dirty.
Because all the Indians and the Arabs. Yeah.
What African American Christmas alternative was first celebrated in 1966?
Kwanzaa.
The fuck? The fuck's a Kwanzaa?
Okay. We need some more coaching.
I'm sorry.
All right. What company supposedly makes 57 varieties of sauces?
Heinz?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking
The
sauce
57 in the
company.
logo. Just about, just about. Every election year, Iowa holds the first what?
Caucus. Oh my God.
What did he? What? Caucus. All right, don't miss.
Oh yeah, the caucus.
That's in there. Okay. Winner, the 3 of you.
Fucking
You want
caucus.
to not commit a crime with me? Watch
Ah,
this.
sure. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey man, do you work for the Disney Corporation? No. Wait, so you don't have the right to make and sell Mickey Mouse products? Oh, they'd sue me if I did. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yes, that's the stuff.
What the fuck?
Ah, pure, unadulterated, unlicensed Mickey Mouse.
What?
Or is it? Hassan Kader makes and sells these without giving Disney a dime because on the
How?
1st of January 2024, the very earliest expressions of Mickey Mouse, including his debut where he plays a character called Steamboat Willie, entered the public domain.
Ooh,
This
the public
character
domain.
and the movie it's in have become usable raw material anybody can share, copy, build on. You can upload the cartoon in its unmodified entirety to your YouTube channel and monetize it. That's what
Ooh,
Color Digital did.
let's do that.
Quentin Kyle Hoover
Let's do it, let's do
went
it, let's do
even
it.
Further. He's the mastermind behind classics like this 42-hour-long video essay about the Beverly Hillbillies. Well, he uploaded an unmodified copy
42?
of Steamboat Willie to his YouTube channel with this intro.
Hey guys, how's your New Year's going? Check out this animation I
Hi.
made.
Brock Baker
Okay.
revamped the cartoon.
Yoink.
Green Day included a Steamboat Willie adaptation in a music video. Video games, comic books, and webcomics have started using their own as well. And there are at least 10 horror films with villains adapted from Steamboat
Manga?
Willie.
They're turning what we love into nightmares.
Mickey vs. Winnie, Mickey's Sleigh House, Mickey's Mousetrap, I Heart Willie, Mouse of Horrors, Mouseboat
Mouse of
Massacre,
Horrors.
Screamboat, Screamboat 2, The Return of Steamboat Willie, and an analog horror short, The Vanishing of SS Willie. But here's
Nails.
the thing. Even though this
That
creative
looks a
work is
manga.
out of copyright, many of its elements are still trademarked by the Walt Disney Company. Trademarks exist in spirit to protect consumers. The idea is that if I see a trademark on something, I should feel comfortable knowing that that thing was made by or approved by the same people who use that trademark in other places. So
Of
you
course.
cannot use this, for example, as a logo, or in any way that might confuse or trick people into thinking that the actual Walt Disney Company approves of or sponsors your use of it.
I see.
Isn't that right, Michael Mouse? Yeah, that's right. But we are not lawyers, and none of this has been legal advice.
Okay, I'm gonna go do everything in this video right
What
now.
state is the Golden State?
California.
California.
Okay. Speaking of California, which tourist attraction in San Francisco once held a federal prison that opened
Alcatraz.
in Nice.
Thank you.
Alcatraz. Alcatraz.
Look at you getting low.
Come on, bro. Defensive stance. Gosh.
XD,
Bro, I
XD,
swear
you
to
suck, you
God,
suck, you suck,
need a
you
coach
suck.
for this.
You suck.
Bro.
In boxing, what is a quick straight punch?
Uppercut. Oh,
Thrown
now
with the
jab.
lead hand. Yeah.
I just, you know what?
Jabba.
That one made a spark. What continent is Angola in?
Africa.
Africa?
Wait, you saw a continent?
Yeah,
Alright.
continent.
See, he got me all tricked up with the countries and stuff.
What is the study of the
You
human
don't know?
body?
Anatomy.
Yeah.
Anatomy.
I was studying engineering. I was not studying.
What candy bar
It
shares
actually
its
blows my mind how many Americans don't know what continents are versus countries versus states. It's actually kind of wild.
name with a galaxy?
Milky Way.
Okay. Which country uses a currency called rupees?
India.
Yeah.
General
No, you
country.
got it.
In what
These are
country was
baby
Albert
questions.
Einstein born?
Germany. All right.
This is an accumulation ritual, bro.
Yeah, these are the baby ones.
Which programming language shares its name with an island in Indonesia?
Python, maybe? I don't know,
Programming
actually.
language shares its name with an island in Indonesia. Starts with a J.
JavaScript.
Oh, JavaScript.
Yeah,
Java.
Java.
Java. Ha.
Hi,
I
Swiss.
think I'm like 2 for 80 right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Get the stance. Oh, brother.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
How many arms does a
Really?
starfish have?
5.
In World War II, the Allies pulled off the largest seaborne invasion in history called what?
No, man. Oh, D-Day.
You learned that in Windermere. 8 is what percent of 40?
20.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why did I not? I was saying like 8%, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm tripping.
Ooh. What country welcomes the new year with a dragon dance?
China.
China.
What color do you get when you mix yellow and red?
Orange.
Bro, I don't even care, bro. I got that. I don't even care, bro.
Just one tap.
He
One tap
definitely
it.
said
One
it
tap
before
it.
me.
Get the
Name
one
a
tap.
country in Asia that starts with the letter U.
Uruguay.
Asia.
Oh, Asia. I'm about to say Utopia, bro. I'm tripping. You got it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got it. Whatever you got to say, bro, you got it, bro.
I'm like trying to think. I can't even. Oh, Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. That's right, yeah.
Uzbekistan.
Or United Arab Emirates.
Uzbekistan.
All right,
Game.
nice one. You win. What state
Use
is the...
How do you say souvenir in
Uzbekistan.
Japanese?
Souvenir. Omiyage.
What do you say when you give someone a souvenir? つまらないものですか? What does that mean? It means this is something useless. Why would you give someone something that's useless?
That fits. I love how honest they are.
It's just because Japanese people, we like to. Why? I don't know. Why? Might as well just not give them if it's useless.
Well, that's why you give it to them, because it is useless. Because you don't want the useless thing. So you don't, you know what I mean? Like, if you had something useless, would you want it now? Well, then you'd get rid of it. Okay, well, just give it to this person then.
That is true.
Yeah. And then it's gone.
What's it? Like, we don't want to be too, pushy about it. So that's why, this is something not great, but I appreciate you. So
Here's my
heart is
trash.
here,
Yeah, exactly.
But, fuck it, I don't know.
How do you say?
How tall are you? 5'7".
It's cheaper to fly to China for an MRI than it is to go in the U.S. with insurance.
Is that actually a fact?
It is a fact. The U.S. spends
Really?
more money on healthcare than any other country in the world.
That's ridiculous.
Let's find out if the bloodline
Damn.
on tuna actually tastes like steak.
The dark flesh on this tuna loin is what's known as the bloodline. It's known to be fishy and metallic tasting, but I've heard rumors that when grilled very specifically, it tastes like beef. Apparently, the key is to slice against the grain, leaving on some of that red tuna meat, seasoning with Montreal steak, then grilling next to a control regular slice of beef. I was told not to flip the bloodline, just giving one side a very hard sear. The beef was good as expected, but then I tried the tuna and it was mind-blowing. Exact same texture as a New York strip with a very beefy flavor.
Whoa. Let's find out if the bloodline on tuna actually.
I think it was good. I'm not gonna lie.
In what direction does the sun set?
East.
Or west?
West.
What is the most eaten food in the world?
Rice.
In Greek mythology, who is considered the god of the dead?
Hades.
Yeah.
Hades.
Who is the CEO of
Hades.
Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark
What part of
Zuckerberg.
your body is affected by scoliosis?
Spine.
Back. Spine.
You got it first. What do you call a word that has the same meaning? as
Synonym.
It was him.
It was
I think.
him.
Kosher diet guidelines come from what?
Judaism.
What do you call it when hair splits from damage?
Split ends.
Yeah. What is 4 times 25 minus 12?
88.
Yeah.
My God.
In Greek mythology, who is considered the god of the seas?
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Poseidon.
What religion uses halal guidelines?
Islam.
Yeah.
Islam.
What do you call a
True.
group of puppies born to the same
Litter.
mother?
Litters.
What bone protects the brain?
Skull.
Yeah.
Skull.
In humans, what hormone triggers and regulates sleep?
Melatonin.
Yeah. If Emily had 13 marbles, how many marbles will she have? Okay, that's it.
No, come on,
In what
dude.
direction
No,
does the sun
dude, I
set?
like those questions. What the fuck, dude? This weak soy boy.
Hey, Asmongold.
What the fuck, dude?
How are you doing the dishes when there's a woman right there? This is unacceptable.
True.
I will have you guys know that I read this tweet to her. Oh my, see, look, I got my friend looking out for me. Look what he said. Look, read it. She thought it was funny, bro. Like, it's just
true,
funny.
actually.
People take everything so seriously. Did she get the message? No.
Yeah, I love how mad everyone is and they're just happy. That's so funny.
It's my own stuff, right? That's it. Hey,
Wait, what is this video about?
Believe is the
Gotcha
end
videos.
of an era, and I want to talk to you
End
today
of
about
an
this.
era.
I think it's a very
Why?
fascinating
Why
topic
do
to
you think
delve
that?
into, and it's perfect and ripe for the particular season we're in with Gotcha Gaming. If you are like me, and I'm pretty sure you are, many of you are, you weren't a Gotcha addict before Genshin Impact. And
I
you weren't
was.
even a Gotcha player before.
I was. I'm probably one of the only minorities of the people who play these games where I've played them since 2014. That's disease, I know. But I have. And you're not missing out on anything. The old Gacha games like pre-2020 are just not good games. They're fucking terrible. Because most of them come from Japan, and the Japanese ones are they're horrible. They're so bad.
That was the first game you got into. The game was so monumentally massive because of the pandemic, and that it was also a fresh game in the space that it brought in.
Well, and then also that it was good. Let's just be honest. It was actually good too, right? Like if it was ran like how a lot of Japanese gacha games are, it would have died. They cannot be good. They're not good, but I had fun. I enjoyed them. Literally, one of my top favorite gacha games is the worst one I've ever played. So, yeah.
And a heaping amount of players outside of the Gotcha space.
You know what I love? I love unique games that have like a unique jank to them. I don't know. Like smooth games are good, but janky games are also really good.
Normies, people from different respective niches, so on and so forth. And the good thing about that experience when it happened is that was also the very first time a lot of people got to play a Gotcha game. And talk all the shit you will about Gotcha games, there are some very fun aspects about them. And those fun aspects were...
The best part about them is that they're pretty decent. And they're easy to pick up and drop.
Overwhelmingly positive for a fresh experience, right? We had our V cards like basically cracked with this game.
What's the Jan game you like? The one I use a lot is just Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1's probably like the example maybe most people have played, because who hasn't played that game?
Momo, the
janky game.
You know, when you play a Gotcha game at launch, its climax, it's what do you call it? Honeymoon phase is incredibly powerful. So when you play a Gotcha game for the first time, it's infinitely more powerful.
Black Ops 1's a jank now? It's always been janky. The game's always been janky.
But basically this happened and people fell in love with these games, and it allowed them to basically have kind of like a tunnel vision for ignoring the predatory practices.
Because every time it wasn't janky.
Alarming problems of what comes with playing a Gotcha game.
Like compare it to Black Ops 2. Or Modern Warfare 2 is kind of janky too, but not really. Like honestly, like it definitely is the most janky COD for sure.
And you were able to get away with these garbage practices as a developer.
The guns were fucking weird. They all had hella recoil. Dolphin diving was super janky. The snipers were fucking insanely fucking like janky with the sway and stuff like that.
Because there also wasn't any other games to compare, to reference in the mainstream space, especially to noobs who don't know anything about Gotcha games. You were able to get away with
my
this,
favorite.
basically.
Yeah, mine too.
But then what happens? Time starts to go by, and these issues start to become more apparent and alarming, and players start complaining, and they start looking for another game in that respective niche.
It's the best one, I
play,
think.
because at that time, it's not oversaturated. It's not a fragmentation at the point in time, right? So then Honkai Star Rail comes out, and that becomes the next cope for playing a gacha game that isn't Genshin Impact. That's going to be better. It's going to be different. But then you realize you're playing two gacha games.
I would say World of War is probably another game that is too. Maybe. As well, for sure.
Now that both have 50-50 systems, right? So that same wallet is now having to spend just a little bit more money, even if they aren't.
Especially if you played zombies, like the zombies had like do you remember how like the zombies were sticky in that game? And like if you melee a zombie, you can just get killed immediately because of how sticky they were.
Money on one individual game, you combine what they're spending on two games, and it's increasing. And everybody has a budget. Everybody only has so much money that they can spend on one individual gacha game, let alone 2, 3, or 4. So what happens is the space has to increase in volume and popularity, because if it doesn't, well, then you just have the same players spending the same money from their wallets. That's only going to carry you so far, right? And so what happens after this? Wuthering Waves comes out. The real Genshin killer.
Waves.
At least
Yeah.
that's what they were being marketed as, whether they wanted to or not. More players start playing that game. Some of them leave Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail to play this game. Some of them stay there. Others start playing 3 different gacha games at once. But regardless, a lot of players aren't coming into the space the way they did when the pandemic announced Genshin Impact. It's kind of just the same players circulating around and trying different gacha games. Well, this particular dynamic and pathing continues to happen, but it speeds up rapidly as we know it. We know how this story goes. More and more gacha games start coming out. You got Chaos Zero Nightmare.
I think the reason why I'm tired of them right now is because and okay, I will say, was this a problem before 2020 with gacha games? Yes. I think that's why my favorite gacha game is more akin to like an MMO, because I think it was just very different, and the mechanisms were different. Not that it was a good thing, a bad different, to be honest. But like, all games now are like Genshin Impact, essentially, but different. And I think I'm just tired of just playing Genshin Impact, but different. So I'm just waiting for a gacha game that's going to do something different that like completely breaks the mold.
You got Love in Deep Space. You've got Arknight's Infield. You've got Neverness to Everness. You've got many other Nike, Goddess of Victory, Girls Frontline 2,
I like
Exilium.
Nike. Yeah.
All of these gacha games start coming out, but a lot of them are still doing 50-50 systems. Chaos Zero Nightmare did the 50-50 system. Girls Frontline 2, Exilium
Honestly,
did it.
The reason why I play something like Ghost Frontline 2, like you probably like, why I play that game more over like Wuthering Waves? Honestly, just because it's not like Genshin. Like, it's not a good game, but it's just, you know, I'm just tired of the formula. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of it. I am. I think I'm just tired of like the open world Genshin gacha game thing. I'm just
You've got
burnt
Uma
out.
Musume, you've got Star Saber.
Uma Musume.
50-50s, they might even be
Uma
worse because
Musume.
you can keep pulling until you just hopefully get the character. But one thing that's for certain is the gacha space as a whole is not actually expanding, and if it is, it isn't enough to compensate
No,
for
it's
that
not.
fragmentation and
It's shrinking, I would
oversaturation
say.
of rapid
Or
gacha games
stagnating, at
releasing
least.
with these 50-50 systems. And so what's one thing we learned as time goes by? I remember in the beginning, I tried to tell people so much about these predatory practices and how much money you're actually spending on these games is ludicrous, that these companies are making too much money, and it was falling on so many deaf ears. But you speed up today. and
Yeah,
people now
no, true. Yeah, a Ghost Frontline 2, you can do the dailies in like less than like 3 minutes, maybe.
understand
You're
that
just done.
phenomenon, that problem, over glaring. You know, it's a glaring problem because they're starting to play
I like
all these
Nikkei
different
too.
gacha games. Some of them are trying to manage multiples at once, and they're spending so much money. Why?
Mhm.
One of the reasons, because of the 50-50 system. Losing it means spending a lot more money than you're comfortable with
True.
spending. And
True.
nobody wants to feel like they lost trying to acquire a character. Spending money to acquire a character.
Yeah, it does suck. Like, I don't get normal because I lost, and I can play the game, but I just don't wanna. Like, and honestly, it does come down to this thing. These games are just too quickly. What's the word? They're solved too quickly. And I get that's part of the, that is kind of a part of the experience. But that's why I enjoyed playing, like, even, like, that shithole gacha game I used to play, like, MMO one. Is because that game was super unsolved. And, like, and there's bits to that, like, the game was super unpopular. But it was just fun to, like, always have something new to look forward to, despite there being an obvious loop of gacha. Like, you could learn something new, or, you know, or find something new, experience something new. In most of the gacha games, there is nothing new. Everything's kind of solved and situated. So much so that you know what's gonna happen next patch, you know what I mean? There really is never a time when something is super new and exciting. You know? I think the only time there is when there's, like, a major bug. Maybe when there's, like, a major bug, then it's when, you know, like, when someone finds a like whenever, and what was it? Was it 1.2 Wuba? Where, like, there was a glitch where you could have the game be, like, essentially, you could have the gameplay at, like, 5x speed. It was almost like if you raised the tick rate in Minecraft. Like, if you raised the tick rate in Minecraft to wherever, like, all, like, the ticks happen, you know? It was like that, but in Wuba. That was fun. It was so fun, because it was, like, playing the game in any way. Stuff like that. I like Infield, because of the factory. I would say Infield is definitely, the factory's probably, like, the newest, most expansive thing that a gacha game's done so far. For sure. Which I wish I got into more. But the thing is I just, like, I just couldn't get attached to the game other than the factory, and that wasn't enough for me, I guess. I don't know. Like, well, I guess it wasn't, not the fact, it was like, why build the factory? I guess. I don't know. Like, the story, I just didn't really enjoy the story. I didn't really enjoy that. The combat was fine, but I don't really play these games for combat anymore, because they're never enough for me. Which I accept. Like, I didn't expect the gacha game to have, like, insane in-depth combat. I 100% understand that. But, like, I just want the story to mean a lot to me then, if that's the case. And then even, I feel like these games fail even then in the story as well.
In and of itself is a fool's errand. It's foolish, but it's also a part of the gacha culture. And that's a battle.
You know? Like I didn't expect to experience Elden Ring levels of challenge in these games. But honestly, with how expensive some of these games are and how pricey they are, I kind of do expect better writing. For sure. These are Genshin games suck is because they're made for mobile. I think that's a part of it too. But again, also I think it goes back to the games and being solved and situated. Like if you play Hoyo games, maybe less so if you don't look at leaks. I will admit it. And I'll be honest. Obviously, I think the fact that I've seen leaks or I look at leaks does ruin Mystique for me as well. So I can be fair and charitable to the games and say that, well, if I wanted mystery that bad, I wouldn't look into the future. Sure, that's fine. But even if I didn't, let's say you let's say you play these games, no leaks, no outside info at all. It is fun, I think, and interesting in the beginning. I do think so, actually. I do think it's quite interesting. But the issue is with these games is that ends very quickly and you'll never get it back. You know? There will never be a time, like, you will never experience playing Genshin for the first time again, and that's fine. I don't expect that. Because that's like a unique, like a very unique, experience. But I don't like the feeling of like, oh, this character comes out, I know exactly how to use them, I know exactly what set to put on them, I know exactly everything. You know what I mean? Like, everything's kind of figured out and situated and solved. It's kind of like, I kind of already know what's happening. There's never anything like that will surpass my expectation. There's never something that is so intriguing to the point that I'm like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. It's like at most when you play these games, you get a as expected or there's more to be desired. I can't remember the last time a gacha game has surpassed my expectations. I was like, wow, I did not see that coming.
I gave up on a long time ago. However, if you could choose to have a 50-50 system or not have a 50-50 system, most would say F the 50-50
No,
system.
50-50.
Well, now we're living in a gacha space where developers are competing for your time and your money because the gacha space isn't increasing in volume enough to overcompensate for oversaturation and fragmentation. And when those two variables compound on top of each other, now you get a very competitive market where the future gacha games now have to give you better incentives, better monetary incentives.
Also, by the way, so, and the reason why I mentioned Jank, by the way, is Jank actually has the ability to make this happen more. In janky games, you get more of those discover, like you discover something, right? You'll find something. I think that was so cool about older Call of Duties is that, like, you know, which, I mean, is this the case on new Call of Duties? I don't know. Like, in old cards, and then, like, you would have the map, and people would find a way to play on the map in a way, that would not be, like, even allowed, or like, thought of by the devs. And glitches do count, yes. They do. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like bouncing, like COD 4 bouncing. I would say it's probably one thing that, like, is it's like, you know, something that, like, wow, that makes that makes the game interesting. Who would have saw that coming? Or like rocket jumping. Stuff like that, you know? Do you know what game had that, but they removed it? Black Ops 3 had it with G-sliding, but they removed G-sliding, which I think kind of ruined the experience because, like, that was, like, a whole new method of, like, figuring out how to do certain things or do certain movement techs or, you know, like, yes, it was a kind of like a janky glitch, but it was an expansion of kind of, like, gameplay in a way, you know? Like, imagine if they, like, remove something, like... And, I mean, I guess the bouncing wasn't really that popular back then. But, like, the COD 4 bounces were, like, really cool, you know? What is this? Is this... Yeah, so, like, do you see how he, like, bounces kind of like that? And there are some bounces that were, like, really intense bounces. Like, I know one on Downpour. Downpour is the one I know the most. Which, like, were people doing this a lot back then? No. Yeah, see, this is the one I knew the most. The Downpour one, where you bounce like this little crate.
It's gonna be a bunch of.
I think this is Downpour, right? I forget the name of the fucking map.
In private matches with
the
my
name of the map.
friends. None of these are regular lobbies, so don't bother commenting. But
see,
today
bounces.
we're talking about bouncing in Call of Duty, and
you know,
gonna make...
why was this good? Did this destroy the gameplay of this game? Absolutely not. Honestly, most of the time, if you did this, you would just fucking die anyways, because you just probably fucking miss and fall off and die. You know what I mean? But if it's something you explored, it was an interesting way to play the game. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. And I think games lack this both in just accidents, because this is just a happy accident. It's not like the devs meant to do this. But also just, like, in general, with, like, intuitive design. Same with rocket jumps. Again, like the rocket jumps too, which is kind of, it's kind of the same thing. But just like silly shit like the rocket jump too. Holy fuck intro, dude. You know? And then also like even in like Modern Warfare 2, like, you know how like or like a lot of the old Modern Warfare games, how like you can get on top of buildings that like you typically couldn't walk on if you just jumped over them or something like that. If you did like a parkour and you hopped on, like stuff like that. I think that's cool. You know, a lot of games just don't have that. I think for gacha games, the only gacha game I know that had it literally was like Onigiri. It was probably the only one I played, and that game had that stuff too. Just really silly stuff like that where, so like that's why I think some drink is good. If that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like Jank can kind of be interesting. I'm not saying they should design a game for Jank, and I do think it's obviously best to have your game be as smooth as possible. But I'm gonna be honest, a super smooth game, not janky, doesn't do anything exciting. It's just not fun. Also, thank you for bonking me. You know, like jumping up here on this tree. Like, you weren't intended to get on this fucking tree. You know? It's just silly stuff like this. They're like, I mean, do new CODs have this? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. I didn't see it. So I can't say if they don't have it or do have it. But yeah. Black Ops 1 has like, yeah, exactly. Getting kills with the javelin. That's why Modern Warfare 2 was such a good game. It's because Modern Warfare 2 was so fucking janky, so broken. It was a piece of shit. And honestly, I think the game getting patched would have ruined it. I think the fact that it's not patched is why the game is so good. Like fucking the infinite care packages. This one too. Just so fucking stupid. So fucking. This is so dumb.
Package, so maybe that eliminates all the 0.27 KD players from participating. However, if you were capable of getting 4 kills without dying, you take the one.
And also, the reason why this doesn't happen nowadays, you wanna know why this doesn't happen nowadays also, is because games are not looked at. I feel like games are not looked at as fun first. Games are always like, how can I make this look enticing to purchasers? Not like, how can I make this fun? The point I like about Apex? Exactly. Even though, like, yes, I've seen some movement exploits in that game that look really fucking broken, but they honestly look kind of fun too. Like, I've seen some of the slides and stuff. And yeah, obviously, I mean, non-game breaking. But honestly, do you know what? Do you want to know what? I actually don't mind if it's game breaking. Because these were game breaking. And this is one of the best games ever made. So sometimes it's not even bad that it's game breaking. But see, at the same time, I get that we are in a different era. Back then, how games would look at now versus then, completely different. If this game came out now, everyone would complain.
You've rightfully earned, climb over any obstacle.
Back then, we were just playing games for fun. We were just kids playing games for fun. You know, and so I just think gacha games lack explorer. Like a lot of them just are not explorable, right? They're just not as fun to explore because there's not really anything exciting or new or secret. You know, it's not like there's like the thing that, oh, have you seen this thing in Wuthering Waves that no one has seen? Secret thing? No, that doesn't exist. And also the games are just kind of so smooth to a fault. You know, they're kind of smooth to a fault. A lot of gacha games, which is not a bad thing, but it does leave a lot of like room of like fun, exciting things that can happen. You know, like in Wuthering Waves, which honestly was kind of fun. Honestly, like unironically, the most fun I had in Wuthering Waves was when the game was the worst. Literally. You know. Do you remember the fucking the air monkeys, Debbie? Like stupid shit like that. Like the you know? Or dude, the Tempest like parry glitch. That shit was so funny. This shit was so fucking funny. Jesus. Jesus Christ, dude. This is so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. Oh, yeah, no, I know what you mean. You mean the one where if you parried the, if you parodied, yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, no, wait. Was that Tempest? Yeah, or like the Luke one, you know? Stuff like that. And, okay. Do you want to know why I think like this is more acceptable? Because like, obviously, like, if it's a multiplayer game, it's harder, but these, like, single-player games. But I don't know. Again, honestly, like, the most fun I had, that's why Onigiri was so fun, is because it was a very janky, non-explored game. And I just, which, by the way, this is not even a gacha problem. I think this is a gaming problem in general. The exploratory window for games is so small now. And I do think that makes games worse. You know what I mean? A game comes out, everything is solved. Everything's found, everything's situated, and if not, some fucking retard data mines the entire game and figures everything out anything. And like, you know what I mean? They'll just data mine everything and figure it out anyways. There's wikis, multiple how-to videos, multiple guides, 5-hour guides. Like, I do think, like, this is multifaceted. I think it's a multifaceted problem. I think devs don't make fun, explorable games. At least the gacha game devs don't. With like a lot of like exciting twists and turns. Which they can't do that. I think for multiple reasons. Because for one, the game just has to be. It's because it's a gacha. For one, that's kind of why. Gachas inherently do not allow for that. Like you can't find Secret Boss. Cool weapon. Why? Because cool weapon is supposed to be something you spend money for. So that's gone. You can't, and then also, these games are made for, like, profit first. So, I think with that lens, that's like, oh, and I guess maybe that's not the devs, maybe it's more or less, like, the corporate heads and stuff like that. When it comes to maybe more, like, experimental things, I think they're afraid to do. They're afraid, it's risky, they're not sure what to sell. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a constant worry. And then also, I think it's kind of our fault. I think gamers have ruined excitement of games. Because everything is situated and solved and found out immediately. And everyone goes to watches guides and looks up stuff. Everyone's wikiing everything. Everyone's trying to figure out, like, the best meta build. Strongest DPS build. You know? So, I do think this is part dev's fault and part the player's fault.
This is for free-to-play friendly teams and dynamics, or I'm sorry, games and dynamics, so that you want to try their game and potentially leave the game you're playing or try to squeeze in their game with the game you're playing. And here lies the problem. Here comes the end of an era. Because this is becoming a over-glaring problem for developers and publishers, they now are forced naturally to make their games way more accessible and free-to-play friendly than the ones you're currently playing. And this is where things get interesting, because the first game to really make that power move was Neverness to Everness, not a PvP, and that's very important, because Epic 7 and Summoner's War and Etheria Restart, people will try and say those games have guaranteed no 50-50s. That doesn't matter because they're PvP.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because of PvP, and then like and unfortunately, like the PvP and also age, unfortunately, of those games will not necessarily Etheria makes them impossible to get into.
If they didn't make their game a guaranteed rate up, people would just quit them because who the hell wants to play a PvP game where you're gambling on getting characters that are meta? Nobody wants to do that, not in a PvP game. But when a single player game comes along and says, we're doing no 50-50, we're not doing it. We're giving up on that. We'll get it, we'll get our bag by various means such as cosmetics and such, but we are done with the 50-50 system. That is a huge, huge power move by that particular developer. That's also going to ripple and affect future gacha games and pre-existing gacha games.
Also, yeah, and that's why I'm so excited for, I know it's not a gacha anymore, but I'm excited for, Ananta as well.
And it's the first step to going in the right direction, truly, especially when you consider fragmentation and oversaturation, right? Now, we're in a space where when a game starts to drop, the first thing people question is there a 50-50 system? People have become so overly sensitive to the 50-50 system that they won't even touch the game if it's a 50-50. If it's officially confirmed 50-50, oh, not playing it. Some people right now are jumping to conclusions on rumors, and it's not.
This is like the battle pass of, you know what I mean? Basically, like fucking Genshin created the battle pass for gachas.
Confirmed yet by the devs of Silver Palace if there actually is a 50-50 or if it's Arknight's infill, whatever. But people are so sensitive to it, like, nope, I'm out. And I think this was the natural.
So without a 50-50, there's a lot of them.
Pathing of what has
and so the reason why 50-50 became a thing and why it was appealing is because a lot of older gacha games had no guarantee rate ups, which is worse. Yes, is way worse. And I've played those games personally. No, yeah, low odds, no pity. And so now we have, you know, and that's when 50-50 came in. Where it's like, okay, well, you have a 50% chance to get it, and there's a pity, so which means you'll get a 5-star earlier as well. But the caveat is if you lose, you'll lose, but then the next one you can get one. And so, like, at the time, I do think it was like a innovation on that game, like on the system. But it is very expensive still. It is a very expensive system. And there have been some attempts to change it around, but I think the best. This is my opinion. This is my opinion on the best gacha system. It would either be NTEs, no 50-50. At least, or if there is one, at least not on the first copy. At least first copy guaranteed. Or like a hybrid of the Nikkei system. But I would expand on it more. So like what I would do is I would have like kind of like the same core of like the Nikkei system in terms of like the pity. Obviously it'd be a little different because like you're not gonna have like your pilgrims and all that stuff, like, so that won't be a thing. So it'll be a little different, and I know the rates kind of depend on who's on the banner. Yeah, the spark system will stay. We'll have the mileage system, of course, too, and then I would throw every character that comes out on standard banner. Honestly, if a lot of these games did that, they threw every character on standard banner, and then they had a way to have a good amount of standard pools income, it would actually be really good. And so, like, I would do like a kind of a hybrid in between them. But yeah, I think Nikkei system is probably the best in terms of gacha. Or at least like it's like at least the core of it's the best. No, I mean it's pretty simple. Yeah, like sure, like could you lose more than one time and not get the 50, like get the character you want? But that's not the point. The point about it is and by the way, I think Arknight's Infill tried to do this, but I think they failed massively. The point is to have a steady income of characters, and also to remove the fear of missing the character. Because another issue with games, and this problem, and this is when Genshin is created, every game suffers from this now. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse And every game is copying Genshin in this still. Do you want Shinha? Well, buddy, you're gonna be waiting a long time. Maybe if you get lucky and she's like in some bundled banner. Some garbage can bundled banner. But even that's not worse. So you know, so the reruns, this is why you put everyone in standard banner. Sure, maybe you missed a character, or maybe there was a character that came out, like let's say you started playing Genshin today. You have missed a lot of characters. Who knows when the fuck Zhongli's gonna get a rerun? Who knows? Who knows when Xiao's gonna get one? Who knows when Clarin will get a rerun? Or Emily. I'll hate them. It can be, if you want these characters, it could be literally multiple years between them that you can get them. And that's assuming that when they come out, or if they get that rerun, they're not with someone else you also want. If you have a steady like influx of characters through your standard banner, this does alleviate that problem. It does alleviate it. Even more so if you have the type of standard banner that what do you call it? Nikke has. To where like you can kind of like select units from different, you know, factions that you'd want. I would say the only game that's tried to do something similar, recently is it's a bullshit way that you know, it's a bullshit lame one. Is HSR, how they've made it so like now if you want Yoon Lee, you can get Yoon Lee, but that's if you lose your 50-50. She's not on standard banner. That's what's it's still not good enough. In a way, it actually could be worse in a rerun because now that means that like this character is not equated with a loss. So it doesn't like now Yoon Lee, Fushun, Sealy, these are not characters you can obtain now. They're kind of characters you lose to. And that's not what I want. And this is also especially true if the characters are shit anyways. You know what I mean? Sealy is shit. She's shit. She's garbage. You should be able to just get copies of her off the standard banner. Yin Lee is fucking trash. Her Lycone is kind of decent. So the problem is that this problem will compound more and more and more as these games get older. Not a single gacha game yet, minus Nikke, has solved this problem. None. At least the popular ones. I mean, like your big four. Yeah. And that's where it matters because these are the games unfortunately no one's copying Nikke, no one's copying CZN, no one's looking at Reverse 1999. Everyone's looking at Genshin, mostly. They're looking at like your HSR, your WUWAs, you know. So what these games do is who that's who's getting copied. So yeah, it's a multifaceted problem. Which by the way, that doesn't even solve the gameplay loop issue I have, but that would help a lot because it would help with your like discouragement. No, I'm sorry. You play Genshin, you see the fucking insane roster of characters. That's overwhelming. Especially once you find out that you can't even get them until the devs decide to put them on banner one day. Like if you want Hu Tao, you need to wait for it to be on banner. And that's and then what if you want, let's say you want new unit number 4 on the next patch as well. Okay, then who do you pull? Do you pull hotel or the new one? You spend money. That's the answer. You know, and that's why they do it.
It's transpired in the gacha space, right? But getting back to NTE, the best thing that people can do by saying you don't want a 50-50 is support games with no 50-50s in the space. This is very...
Yes. Just quit the games that don't have them. And that is why I've completely stepped away from spending money on like the gacha. I've completely cut myself from it. Like the most thing I'll do is I'll buy a skin because I think the skins are whatever. And actually I want to support that because I want more. I want more skin, more outfits. That's cool. No spending money on the gacha. So like if I lose a 50-50, oh well, that's fine.
Common logic. It's not like you need a rocket science degree to understand this phenomenon. If you doom post NTE, well then you're also telling the developers, future gacha game developers, we don't care if you even put no 50-50 in your game, we're still going to doom post it. So why would I remove my 50-50? I mean, NTE
True.
Did it, they still hated on the game. Let's just go proceed with the 50-50
That's
because
true.
they're playing Wuthering Waves, they're playing Arknight's Infill, they're playing Genshin Impact.
The reason why you want to support like games like NTE is and NT. There are some people who don't understand this, by the way. Saint Totas for one. And the reason why is because these people are too caught up in the now and they don't care about the future. I'm thinking about the future here. And sometimes, if you want a brighter future, you kind of have to accept a shitty reality. That's just how it is. And so it's like, sure, I'm gonna be honest. Do I even like NTE that much? No, I think it's kind of boring. I do. I think the game's kind of boring, but I do support it, and I like it, and I'll advocate for it because I want games to take ideas from there. I'd rather you take ideas from there, not from Genshin, not from Honkai Star Rail.
Rail's Endless on Zero, all those games have 50-50s and they're making a heaping amount of money off of these guys. So clearly, getting rid of the 50-50 isn't the issue. You see where I'm going? Silver Palace is another game coming into the mainstream space and all eyes are on its gacha system. This is good. This is wonderful. Because what y'all are going to do is you're going to compare it to Neverness to Everness. That's what you should do. You compare it to the best market contender in the mainstream space, and that's Neverness to Everness for a free-to-play, consumer-friendly experience. By doing that, you are now forcing another mainstream space game to have to confine to that principle, because if they don't, it's going to be a massive market capture loss. And on top of that, just recently, Chasing Collider Rider, another upcoming gacha game that's not PvP, that's important, just announced no 50-50, and they're adding limited banners into the standard banner upon their banners expiring. This is again the right direction.
Thank you. Exactly. That's what you need.
Another game people need to support. It's important you support these games because that's how you tell future developers we don't want 50-50s in our games. But them on top of NTE doing this, not only is it going to put pressure on future gacha games, it's going to put pressure on pre-existing gacha.
See, dude, it deletes FOMO. But, you know what it does? It keeps people around and it encourages gambling. You know? Dude, it's literally actually so good. Because it's like, who am I gonna get, you know? Who's the shiny 5-star, you know?
Games too, because what's going to happen is people who are playing these current gacha games are going to go, hey, hold on now, why aren't you guys doing this? Why couldn't y'all have added these limited characters into the standard banner? Why do you still have to do this 50-50? You're making plenty of money. This is an overall net positive for the gacha space, and this is why I said this is potentially entering the end of an era, and that era is the 50-50 era. Now, do I think that Wuthering Waves and you know, Hoyoverse?
I think this is a piece of it. But in my opinion, in my honest opinion, and I just think these games also need to find a way to get out of like this Genshin slop era as well. This is my take on the Genshin style. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of my take on the Genshin style. Only thing I'm fine with is keeping the UI, because I think the UI is fine. Like, you want to keep the UI, it's simple, everyone knows the UI, it's simple, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, I'm just tired of my style of Genshin. Because that's what NTE is, that's what Wu is, that's what Silver Palace kind of looks like, kind of, in a way. Definitely, you know, DDD, HSR, like, I don't know.
Current pre-existing market captures are going to die upon all of this happening. No, but it is going to take away and trickle away from their
You
audience.
see also again implement of non-50-50 system. We can select the character on a rerun banner and roll until you get 50-50. Non-50-50 system, we can select the character on the rerun banner. Roll till you get them. I don't like those banners, personally. The reason why I don't like those banners is because they are not solving a problem. They're kind of creating, I mean, they're not solving a problem. They're just adding an option. But I don't think adding that option is solving the problem. Because again, it leads you to the obvious thing. Well, if my pools go here, what about the other character I want? Which, I get that there should be a bit of that, and I'm not saying the games need to be completely fair, fine, whatever. But that's why I think that they need to put more love into the standard banner. You know? Because I think even, this game has some of them as well. Like those type of banners. These are just not even worth pulling on, in my opinion. Like, you're still using resources. I mean, sure, it's guaranteed, sure, but like, I don't know. I guess it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, I guess. Sure. This is a better than nothing. But this is like, I've been shot, here's a band-aid, you know what I mean? Oh no. The weapon banner in that game is fun as well. I would say I like infields. But I would remove the concept of weapons entirely. Actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't remove them entirely. I would put them in the game. But I would remove them from gacha entirely. Thank you for the silver star. Thank you. Hi Buddha. Yeah. Does that make sense? I don't want weapon banners. Like this banner would not exist. Yeah, exactly. Having to pull for a weapon, this is silly. And especially if this weapon costs like near the amount of the character themselves. That's insane. So I would put these behind challenges in the game or feats in the game. That's what I would do. Especially if it's an open world game. That would make it more exciting. Stuff like that. Some different methodology. Kind of to how you can craft the 5-star weapons in, what do you call it? Doing that Abyss? Stuff like that. Yeah. And in place of these, I would have more cosmetic type items, I think. Because I'm sorry, I think spending money on the weapons is just so retarded. It's bad. It's bad, and then also, again, it turns into HSR. To where, do you want Acheron? Her weapon is literally needed, or she's useless. So why even pull Acheron if you're not gonna get the weapon?
There's going to be a lot of players that are going to stay because they're loyal and they have sunk cost fallacy and they just love the game so much, and that's okay. But there's going to be players who are playing and they're like, you know what, I'm out, man. These other games are just way more free-to-play friendly, way more accessible. And as I said before, I only have so much money in my wallet. I only have so much time for free time for playing video games. And me trying to keep up with this very expensive game where a big part of my enjoyment is character collection, it's too expensive. I can't afford it. Why would I spend $150 to just acquire a character absent of their weapon when I can go to this game over here and spend $75 and get the character and their weapon? You see what I'm saying? It's very common sense. At the end of the day, I think we are naturally going in that direction, but it's important that the consumer remains conscious of these games and the monetary incentives that they're doing. I think it's great that people scrutinize.
That's fine too. There'll be something like that. I would say maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but it's something like that is probably fine too. But the reason why I would want to tie it into the world so we could have some more excitement. You know what I mean?
Over Palace in future games in terms of whether they're doing 50-50s, so on and so forth. This is not to say that they're a 50-50 system cannot.
Again, in Wuthering Waves, you cannot find secret cave behind waterfall, cool 5-star weapon. Like, you know, I think we should some of that needs to exist in these games.
I do understand how resource
At least for the
acquisition
open world ones
works. And there's games with 50-50, like Chaos Zero Nightmare. I haven't played it in a while, but it was a game with a 50-50 system, but you were pretty much able to gather every character because of how much resources they were giving you on a patch-to-patch basis. I understand that phenomenon, but at the end of the day, guys, a 50-50 system feels like shit when you lose, and it often helps the house make more money. That's just the reality of it, and that's why they do it. The house wins, and when it comes to gambling, all the time. That's going to be the topic of this video for today. You guys comment down below. Let me know what you think. Silver Palace beta is going to be dropping later on today, and we'll be able to have our definitive, proof of its.
Oh yeah. If you want to play Silver Palace, you can go watch a streamer that's playing it. Then you can get keys. The beta lasts for a month, and I think if you watch a streamer, you can get keys. So if you guys want to play that, then yeah. I'm not playing it. I don't really care too.
System. So we'll see what goes on with that.
Yeah,
huge.
They're giving out keys right now for the beta. It's just it's a gacha game that's coming out sometime. I don't know when. Roblox meets a Korean game, right? It's Korean or I forget. Like the devs? Or is it I have no idea, to be honest. And so they'll make a bunch of skins of having predatory character in gacha. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a no-brainer. I feel like the only game that's kind of even tried to do that more is NTE. Yeah, like it's actually such a good money. I don't know, it blows my mind. They could kill, like, honestly, like, they could kill modding if they did it more. It's kind of like people mod so much because there's no skins. You say something about gacha, it's way too dang. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. These games are supposed to be too dang. Because the way you make them undank is you just spend money. Yeah. Yeah, Marvel Rivals is yeah, exactly. I don't know why they don't. They can even have like special like skins, you know, like change like aspects of the character's kit and design and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, sucks that yeah, Rivals is garbage too. World Graveyard discovers 7 km under the sea. You play Rivals way too much? I don't know. I just something about the game I just don't like. That's good though. I mean, I know people don't like Overwatch, and somehow I like that game. I shouldn't, by all means. It is cancer as well, but I like it. The healing, yeah, like the triple support shit. I have seen his wife, yeah. Clueless owner. He's clueless. Yeah, and unfortunately, dude, we're just talking about the monetization. This doesn't fix that the games are fucking boring. It's a whole nother problem. Games are just fucking boring. Honestly, you want to know what? That's the biggest problem, dude. Dude, this skin could cost $1 billion if this game was super fucking fun. Everybody would play it anyways. No one actually gives a fuck about the monetization. No one cares. You only care about it in games you already hate. You don't care about monetization in games that you like. Yeah. Let me... Can I do this? I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. No. You know what I want to watch? I'm Debbie. Debbie, look. No, after. Speed dating. Oh, dude, this is so cinema. Yeah, wait, dude, yeah, I could. Yeah, we should react to these again. It's been so long. Oh, so long ago, right? That's so early on, when I used to stream. Jeez, that's forever ago. Yeah. Yeah, it was like within my first month. Exactly. Was this?
The crazy thing is people, I don't know. I mean, okay, like he talks about not.
Yeah, more react slop. Oh yeah, I can post these. And I warned when you weren't here when Cole Bow bark. What?
Damn, Nicholas. Okay. See you in.
Okay, brother.
Damn, Nicholas. Okay. See you in.
That's even worse.
He's calling the N-word. Yes, I did.
What the fuck? He didn't say I can prove it then. I can prove it. That's
Prove it. Prove it.
Damn, Nicholas.
Dude, that's even worse. Damn, Nick.
Yeah, I can prove it. That's not what he said.
Damn, Nicholas. So. Best version of himself. Good for you. That was great.
That's worse. It's worse.
He didn't say anything bad. Huh? This is either Nicholas or. Bang!
Damn, Nicholas. Okay. See, you inspired.
Damn, Nicholas That's okay. Damn, Nicholas, this is not, dude. See, I'm gonna say it on accident. See, I need to stop, dude. Damn, Nicholas, that it's okay. What the fuck?
He's calling the N-word? Yes, I did.
What the fuck?
He didn't say it. I can prove it then. I can prove it then. That's not what he said. Damn, nigga.
I mean, come on, bruh. That dude.
Nigga. Best version of himself. Good for you.
Yeah.
That was great.
Dude, that's worse than Miguel. I think this is worse than Miguel, dude. Lolicon is pedophilia. Lolicon is child pornography. Anyway, look at this Lolicon image. Look at this child porn. Yeah, if you think so, then why are you reposting it, huh? Huh? Me in real life, me on the internet. Tap and hold. Tap and hold. Tap and hold. Huh? Oh my god. Jesus. What is happening in the background? Who's that? What is that in the background? Where is he? Oh no, it's for Kai. My ears, my ears, my ears, my ears.
Sir? Happy to help. Sir?
Me?
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
What the? Excuse me, he said on your back of your shirt it say happy to help.
Gay?
Watch my mouth.
Is this one gay? Oh, nah. Dude. Dude. Why are so many of, like, the gay ones so kicked up, though? And, like, they know it, so they're doing, like, the back arc.
Talk to nobody. Come on,
Look at
man.
this. Also, why the walk? So, I don't understand the walk, either.
Check his temperature, no, you heard me?
Is this supposed to be a woman walk? Because if you think this is like a woman walk, then have you seen a woman before? I don't think I've ever walked anywhere like this in my life. It's feminine? Yeah, that's something. And then the... wait, maybe it's a black woman, though. Okay. What's the black woman? It's different.
That's not the way to talk to nobody. That's not the way to talk to nobody, boo.
And then, like, the hand thing?
I can go back here, too, boo. What's the name? What's your name?
Oh, let me call 911.
What's the name?
Stay here.
What's the name?
Let me call 911.
What's the name? No, because then you don't talk to nobody like that. Like, girl, no matter what, you read what's on the back of your damn shirt.
You know? I could hate, but I'm broken they're not, so, I mean, I think I'm the gay one, actually.
Like, if I didn't know the names of the maps and I saw that, I would immediately think it's called poo.
Wow, that map looks like shit. Oh, it's called poo.
No,
That's
pod?
stupid.
Yeah.
Just the trailer would be so
Fucking
epic. if it was
pod.
called
It's
poo.
fucking map,
brand new
dude.
multiplayer maps.
Frost. Dig.
Dig.
Take
Take off.
And poo.
Ooh.
You ever wanted to fight in a big pile of shit? Well, we got the map for you!
Dude, this video is straight out of 2014. Jesus Christ. Jesus. You see, in my last life, I was all muscle. But now I'm only 33 hours old, and I have yet to build myself up all over again. I can prove myself in the arena. 33 hours old? This guy really waited to get to 33 there, based. He will meet Eden. No. Take them. This dude is so wait. Dude. This little brat, dude. This little fucking brat. She's cute. Man, she's so mean. I like her though. She's hot. When I see myself in 5 years, is this a job interview? Dead.
Damn, nigga.
I'm dead. Yes, I died. Are you aroused by clown women? All women are clowns, so all women are arousal. Arousing. Arouse. So mean.
And then the chat was like, did they kiss? Did they kiss yet? What happened? And I was like, ew, these people are weird.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they just wanted to see some freaky ass shit. You know, I'm gonna be honest.
They're cucks.
Twitch sometimes can be like softcore porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Did some real shit. Like I used to warm up to fucking. I'm not even gonna talk. Never mind.
Like the bikini streams.
Nah, I don't even know.
No. The worst of that was when the girls were just putting the cameras up their asses.
What the fuck I was going with that, but.
You used to do softcore porn on Twitch?
No.
You used to show off your bulge. You're like, guys. Oh, cause I heard that like guys
Yo,
like
John,
whenever.
bro. What? John, you fell asleep, bro? You texting your girl?
Yeah. I was saying.
And then the chat was like, did they kiss?
Now,
I
I need
guess
y'all to be team
he
and be
fired
respectful.
his guy.
Okay? I'll just keep it short and simple. John is no longer on the NMS team. He's no longer my cameraman. And I will say this, please treat him with respect because he is a human with feelings and bro, y'all could be rude.
Shut up.
Y'all
Shut
could
up.
be a lot mean and that can affect people. I want to say that John, I've worked with John for like over a year now and he's was always a great cameraman, always showed up on time. Obviously there are some things that I just did not like when he cameraman, which is why he's no longer working with me. But you know, the attitude was never there, and he's a good soul. So yeah, that's about it. Okay, so be nice, all right. Now,
Okay. So. What?
I need y'all to.
Yeah, it's so PR. Which makes you think that he did something wrong? Guys, everything's fine. Everything's perfect. It was amazing. Awesome. You did everything correctly. But bye. What? Also,
And then
what is he doing wrong here?
Like I used to warm up to fucking. I'm not even gonna talk. Never mind.
Okay, because is the cameraman does the thing where you film with the camera, then I think, I mean, call me crazy. I think he's filming them with the camera, the man.
Like the bikini streams.
Nah, I don't even know what the fuck I was going with that.
What do you think?
You used to do softcore porn on Twitch?
No.
You used to show off your bulge, you're like, guys. Oh, because I heard that, like, guys,
Yo,
like...
John.
Yeah, is it the blur? Maybe it's the blur?
Bro. What? John, you fell asleep, bro? You texting your...
It could be that. I think my eyes are blurred. I think it's part of the blur. John, hello. John. Yeah, I'm getting dizzy. John, fix my shit. Jan, put glasses. Question mark. Wipe your eyes. John, I think I'm faded. Yo, John. Oh my god, bro. John, my eyesights are gone. Yeah, this is what I see.
You used to show off your bulge.
But, okay. You have to blur it a little more, though.
You're like, guys. Oh. Because I heard that, like, guys, like...
This is almost there. I don't know.
Nah, bro. What? John, you fell asleep, bro? You texting your girl? Yeah. I was saying.
And then the chat was like the...
Maybe he was on his phone. I see. I don't know. I mean... Interesting. I don't know. Whatever. Remember when they want emotional support, but you give them logical solutions? Yeah, that is a mistake. You simply don't do that. But then they'll get mad at you for not giving solutions either, so you just don't talk to women at all. Yep.
Comic-Con is the perfect
Comic-Con.
place to find your geek soulmate.
This is Iggy Pie. She likes the part.
Oh god.
Party?
Oh my god, are you a brony?
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh my god!
The girl that I really do like just want to be friends.
I'm kind of like nervous sitting around you right now.
The reason I'm not saying anything is because I want to make a joke, but I can't make the joke because we're live on YouTube. See, I should just end the YouTube stream, to be honest. I should honestly just end it so I can just say what I want. Yeah, I was gonna say YouTube. Yeah, I'll bring you back. I have to be honest, okay? Rumble Slur stream? Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, when we play games, I'll bring